Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and it's girls' night up in here. Sorry, Kevin. We've talked about male friendships, but what about female friendships? Because there's BFFs, there's fake friends and frenemies. So what's truly up with that?
Fake people are like insects that linger around waiting for the perfect opportunity to suck the blood out of you. But you know what you need to remember? Those bitches are only teaching you how to be immune to their kind, because there is no course in school to prepare you for them. The only way to learn about a fake bitch is through a fake bitch. That first time that they you over, yes, you're going to be angry and you're going to be mad, but then you are going to check everybody in your life and make sure that they're real ass bitches. And you will slowly grow an immunity to that creature, because they will continue to be fake. We do not live in a society full of real ass bitches. But once you get the hang of it, it's going to be so hard for a bitch to play you once you've already been played before.
That'll do it.
Wow. Okay, well, I got some real ladies here to actually unpack this. You know my girl, Taylor Ann, also known as Lady AnnaBelle on the stage.
Hey.
We've got Domi the
Hey.
Unicorn, and of course, Cindy Burbano. Yeah, your radio personality. Y'all know her. All right. We've been through some fake ladies in our lives, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you agree that once you've been through one, you know how to spot them?
I think, yeah.
Yeah?
It's like you feel like you need to check everybody after that.
Yeah, now the circle gets a lot smaller after you go through one, I feel like.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So maybe I won't be able to pinpoint another fake bitch, but I will I will keep my distance from the rest of the bitches.
Well, I definitely, no, I don't think so. I don't think, for me particularly, I don't think that I am one to be able to like feel them out. Maybe it's just the persona, or like I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, and then I try to make excuses. Well, she didn't really mean it that way, or maybe it wasn't really like that, or maybe am I taking it the wrong way? Am I being too sensitive? And then next thing I know, they do me wrong. So I mean, that's my own bad because of my own heart, because I feel like everybody else, I'm trying to judge everybody else on the way that I am.
Yeah.
So I have a problem with that. So I got a lot of fake ones that I've been trying to move around.
I kind of had the same issue up until about a year ago. I would try and take people and allow them into my circle and give them opportunities and literally like mother them, because that's what I do. And then you shortly realize that, like, hey, this person does not have my best interest. Also, they're stealing my business or ideas, or want to tell me what to do with my life. And yeah, it doesn't go over so well. Once I cut you off, you're done. I forgive you immediately, no apologies, but yeah, you're done.
Yeah, so how do you guys handle them? Like, is it like you're out of my life for good, or do you kind of like keep them close? Because
I kill them with kindness.
Oh,
You don't get the same Domi that you got before. I'm finna, hey, how you doing? Yeah, you don't get none of this no more.
Oh, okay.
It's given
so you don't cut
nature.
them out, you're just nice.
Yeah, correct. But they'll know. They will know I don't deal with you in that manner anymore. Like, you're all this good energy that I've given you, you know, this unicorn is no longer your unicorn. Now you have to deal with me. You know, you're gonna see me in the streets, and I'm not gonna even deal with you or speak to you.
What's weird for me, though, is because we did an episode here on the Nightcap about male friendships and how they really maintain very few friends. Whereas women, we like to have a whole bunch of friends.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're willing to put up with semi-fake frenemies, if you will. Like, I like her, but I'm going to talk shit about her, you know, behind her back with my other friend. You know, why are we like that? Why aren't we like men and it's just like, you know, these are my 3 comrades and that's it?
I think that's my problem, going back to that, is that I feel like I just give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I feel like everybody is good. She didn't really mean it. I'm trying to keep people around. Well, you know, she's good for this, or you know, she's great. When I go out, this is the friend that I call. When I'm doing this, this is the friend that I call, because it's like everybody's got a different personality.
That's
like if I'm going to do a nice dinner, then I call so-and-so. You know, there's just those type of friends. But then you little by little realize that if they are being fake, if they're not being sincere, you have to cut them off. When it starts affecting my persona, when it starts affecting the way that I am towards others, I gotta let you go. That's just it.
Yeah, that is a boundary. Like when you start changing as a person because of somebody else, it's like that's.
But how many times do you forgive them?
I'm saying I'm sorry for that, but I'm like that person that will. But I'm that friend that's like, okay, I know it's the 10th time. Okay, next time you're not going to do it. I promise. Like I need to learn from my mistakes because I do give a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
I do.
I think it's important to forgive, but like I definitely have kept people like frenemies close to me because I know they like have ulterior motives, and I want to be like one step ahead. So like I've had girls that like I knew had like slept with my boyfriend while we were together, and I reached out to them.
Wow.
And I talked to them. Actually, we became what you would call close, but I wanted to get them in my frenemy circle so I could, number one, realize what is going on, and number two, just kind of, you know, maintain some kind of friendship to see the
Well, there's that
boundaries they were
saying,
gonna keep.
keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Yeah.
So you practice that.
Yeah, and then I actually like fell head over heels in like friendship with one of them.
Oh.
Yeah,
Who
and
was
then
that
she was like screw him, and I was like, I know.
And now y'all
they
are
don't
like
get friends.
besties.
Yeah, and he's mad.
Oh, well, his
Yeah.
loss.
Yeah.
You'll be
That's
okay.
quite a trajectory, right? It's like
I had to
getting
flip the
close for-
script. Yeah.
Were you friends with her prior to her?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I found out and I reached out to her and I was like, I was very nice. I was like, hey, this is my man. We've been together for X amount of years. This is what I know. I've seen videos and photos of you guys together.
Wow.
And there was a lot of apologies. And then there was like the I knew about you. And I was like,
Oh, well, see, that's where
Yeah.
I'm not okay with that. One thing
those are
is
fighting
like,
words.
yeah, one thing is, okay,
Those
you
are
know,
fighting
I'm the
words.
other, let's say the other woman or the, you know, this, he told me he was single, because that happens,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
I have no
a lot.
idea. And then, but one thing is to be like, I knew about you, and then you still became friend and you still trusted her. Like, I don't know.
it took a long time.
Yeah.
That's what I want to
did-
know, how you actually developed this friendship.
Yeah.
So I actually completely, like I said, I kept her close for a little while, and then I completely cut her off, cut him off too, and then she would come back and apologize to me, and I felt, you know, a genuine, like I'm very empathetic, so like I felt it was genuine, and actually in her favor, she would come around and tell me when he was like trying to sneak, and like she came back, and people can redeem themselves, especially with how upfront and honest she was with like, hey, like he did lie sometimes and say you guys weren't together, but like, come on, like you live together.
She's my roommate.
Yeah. She's my roommate.
We're not sleeping in the same bed. We're just, you know, we
Yeah,
roommates.
separate rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her
yeah.
apology was very sincere in the end, and she, you know, since then we've, I wouldn't call us best friends, like you said. You got to keep them close, but I have a boundary,
Right.
because I'll never forget what, you know.
Yeah, you can't forget. That's unforgivable. But there's some things that are forgivable.
Yeah.
Like you are able to be very close, not super close, but very close.
Yeah, absolutely. I understand a lot of like relationships in different sources, like such as like polyamory and not being monogamous and stuff like that. And I guess at the time he thought we were in a polyamorous relationship.
okay.
I love it. I love it when your boyfriend thinks that. I love it.
So you know what? I said it too.
We are too, though.
Okay.
All right, I'm feeling a little parched. How are you, ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to head to the bar because we're gonna put Kevin to work. Uh-oh. You got a little
Kevin.
drink for us.
Look at that flip of the wrist.
Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm behind the bar now with my guy, Kevin Dikdan. You know him as the director of operations over there at Wild. But we needed some testosterone up in here because we've been talking about female friendships. So you got something you're stirring up for us?
I do. I got the House of Pain. Something that comes along
House
with
of
every.
Pain?
Yeah, every female friendship has to have a little bit,
Oh
right?
my God. Why'd you gotta say that?
Someone here has to speak the fact.
All right, what's it looking like? What's it tasting like?
House of Pain, it's going to be a little bit of a riff on the Negroni. It's
Okay.
no Spagliato situation, but it is going to start off with some London dry gin. It's got some really beautiful botanicals inside of it.
I mean, I'm gonna be very honest with you, very upfront. Me and Jen, we ain't friends.
You see, you are either a tequila girl or a gin woman.
You already know.
All right, you can only be in one camp. You can't be in both.
Yeah, well, Consider me on the tequila camp.
Yeah, well, let's see if we can change that today.
Ooh, we'll see, we'll see.
So we got our gin in, it's gonna be 1.5 ounces, and then I've got some Select, that is an aperitif liqueur. Got a little bit of that bitterness in it that we like in a Negroni. Yeah, aperitif, you know. Is that Italian?
Yeah.
You know.
Fancy schmancy.
And we actually have a second type of gin, so I'm sorry, it's not gonna
Oh,
like
wow,
Yeah.
all the gin, okay.
This is slow gin. It's gonna be infused with slow berries. It's kind of like a sweet molasses kind of flavor to it. Okay.
Maybe that'll
Lord.
go down all right.
Yeah.
You were trying to put the top
Yeah, I
on.
was
No,
like,
good.
what am I trying to do over here?
We've been drinking, it's fine.
And we're gonna add in a few fresh raspberries.
Okay, I like raspberries.
Love raspberries.
Maybe the tartness will help with this.
Sweet and tart, like every bad friendship, right? You know?
He's just rubbing it in.
You gotta keep going with the metaphors,
Oh
right?
my gosh. Ladies, our friendships ain't that bad.
No.
We've been through some things,
At
but
least you got friendships. Apparently men don't have any, right?
that's true. Yeah. How many friends you got?
Too many.
Too many?
Too many.
Okay.
Gotta question my identity now.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now that I got all this in here, I'm gonna go ahead, give it a good muddle, and then we're gonna give it a stir.
All right. This is easy. Anybody can do this.
It is, you know, you say it's easy.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, there's magic to this.
You say it's easy, but there's a magic. You gotta have the flick of the wrist when you have that spoon in your hands. You know what I mean?
Okay. Ay, pero hágale, 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 hágale.
So just gonna stir this up, dilute it a little bit. Can't have you falling over on camera, you know what I mean?
Nope, nope, cannot. Although it's probably gonna happen a time or two.
You know, as long as I'm in this house. And then that's it. Go ahead and pour this up.
Oh, why 2 strainers?
You know, if you look inside the second strainer, you're gonna see all the raspberry seeds.
Ah, mira.
Yeah, we're doing fresh raspberry in here. So you wanna make sure you don't have any of that in your glass.
Okay.
That's just not professional.
Okay, and we keep
you
it
know?
professional
We keep it
up in here.
professional, that's right.
And they gonna add some more ice to it, or are we good without that?
Oh no, we're gonna give it some ice for sure.
Okay. Some clean ice. We don't want that
Clean
dirty ice.
No, no dirty ice. We don't dirty dump.
No dirty dumping. And
We
we've
don't
learned
dirty
what that
dump.
is here on the nightcap. What's in here? That's dirty ice.
That's dirty dump, yeah.
All right.
That's gonna be for you. Pull one up for myself.
Okay, please do. Please, I mean, I already told you how I feel about gin. So if I'm not a fan of this, do not be offended, please.
It's okay. Give a little sip.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh,
You see?
what is that?
You see? It's juicy.
Wow.
It's juicy.
It's juicy.
You know, it's got a little bit of that bitterness on the back end.
Okay.
You know, you gotta take the sweet
Like
with the bitter.
every female friendship, right?
Yeah.
All right, we gotta take these over to the ladies because we gotta get a little deeper into what's wrong with us. Just
Yeah.
kidding. What's right with us, right? We'll be right back.
If you feel like you are dealing with a fake friend, I'm gonna give you 3 telltale signs that if these things are there, you 100% are. And this is coming from experience. I feel like I have been such a magnet for these people my whole life. So yeah, let's just dive right in. Starting with sign number 1, if they gossip to you, they will gossip about you. Here's the thing, you might feel like, oh, they trust me and I'm a confidant for them, but really you are an audience member for them, okay? They're hoping that by putting someone else down, you're gonna find that person who they're actually threatened by as being less endearing, and they're hoping that you will validate them in putting this person down too. Which brings me to sign number 2, they will ask you for beauty advice. This one I feel like is gonna be controversial, but just hear me out. I've had friends, by the way, who've said things like, oh my God, your hair looks so much better than mine. Where do you get it done? That is not a compliment, okay? Even though you might think it is. A compliment would be, your hair looks beautiful today. The reason they're asking you for advice is because they envy you. They view you as competition. And a friend cannot view you as competition because anytime you will surpass them or succeed, they're gonna feel worse about themselves. They're not gonna be genuinely happy for you. Plus, they're low-key hoping you're gonna put yourself down and validate them when they say something like that. And the third sign is they don't want you in group settings. Why? Because more eyes on you mean less eyes on them. More people that like you is a threat to them.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna drink to that because number 2 is the one that's got me here because I ask for beauty advice and fashion advice all the time, but I do hear that comment from other people where it's like, oh, you look great. Where'd you get that? And so now I'm thinking back like, oh, because it wasn't just a blanket. Because normally, like, I'd be like, Cindy, oh my God, I love your hair.
Yeah.
I'm not immediately asking you what salon you
But
went
I
to.
would give you that information. I'd be like, oh my God, yes, you know, I go to the Orlando salon. This is where I get this and this done. Like, oh my God, let me give you the
Yeah,
number.
but that's
Let me
you offering it.
Exactly,
right?
not like you
Not me
asking, like, where'd you go?
That's offhanded. How do you guys feel about those three? Group settings, beauty, advice.
I don't know. I'm starting to feel some type of way because I did have an old friend. Well, she's not a friend anymore, but
okay.
she started to copy everything that I was doing. And to the point where she also copied sleeping with my man.
Oh, but that's a whole different story.
So
Yeah.
It was like she started dressing like me, like going to the same restaurants that I liked, or, you know, hairstyles. We started going to the same stylist, and then I ended up finding out, okay, so you like my man too?
Oh, she wanted it. She wanted
it
to
all.
be you. She wanted it all.
Correct. She wanted it all.
People see that.
Yeah.
People see that.
Yeah, that's so
It is weird.
to me.
It's odd and weird.
So how about like talking about other girls? Because I feel like I know so many people in my life who like to talk about other people, and it's like you know, you want to keep that friendship, especially if they're your friend, and it's like, okay, well, your enemy's kind of like my enemy, sort of thing, right? But you shouldn't be talking shit about people because they're probably talking shit about you too, right?
Yeah,
Like,
agreed.
how does that work? Because a lot of women, that's what they do. All they do is talk noise about other women.
Yeah. I do not like gossip.
Yeah.
If I have some information that is harmful to other people about someone, I will say, I hate gossip, but I have to let you guys know about this because could be harmful to you because they have harmed someone else.
All right, well, when we come back, let's give the people the advice that we have for spotting a fake friend and spotting the real ones, right? We want to keep this on a positive note because we some real ladies here, and we have some strong friendships. It's not all bad.
Yeah, advice is have no friends. That was it.
Write it down.
Welcome back to the Nightcap. Before we go, we're going to try and leave this on a positive note, but let's make sure we can actually spot the fake friends. So, Kevin, the testosterone up in here, do you actually have any advice for us?
I do, actually.
Oh,
I
hey,
think that
Good.
the biggest test for friendship is conflict, right? A fake friend, the second you run into an issue, you no longer serve them, they're gonna dip out the second they get the chance, right? A real friend, when you get into an argument, when you get into some sort of altercation, they're the ones that are going to try and reach out, repair that friendship, because it's worth more to them.
Oh, my goodness, Kevin.
Oh, salud. Salud for that.
Kevin,
salud,
how do you
that
know
was,
these things?
Oh my God,
I
ladies.
mean-
Okay, I don't know if anything I was gonna offer up would be that good.
Call me
Wow.
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Kevin.
Dr. Kill.
Dr.
Dr. Leroy.
Ladies, any parting words on spotting either a fake friend or a real friend?
I don't know, just you gotta be prepared for the switch up. I mean, I know we like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but you just have to be prepared to sometimes be let down. Everybody is not trustworthy with your energy, your time, the love that you give, and you know, it's not always going to be reciprocated. So just be careful with who you know, dive in or let into your circle.
Just be
That's all I
careful
have,
at the
yeah.
end of the day.
At the end of the day, that's
I agree
it.
with Kevin. When they have done you wrong, they bounce.
yeah.
I will tell you, I've had many people come back to me and say, I'm so sorry, water under the bridge. And I looked at him like, yeah, water under the bridge.
Drown in it.
But
Water
but
under
that
the
bridge is gone too.
But the bridge is broke and you're over there.
You're on the other side.
I've always just been a firm believer that I think that you need to be genuine to yourself, be the best version of yourself, give the best to other people. If they're not there to accept it, if they were just a lesson, then that's what it is. Let it go, but just don't lose yourself in the process. Just be genuine.
Yeah, and let them stay on
Let
the other
them.
side of the bridge.
They're bad.
float.
You're not. It doesn't have to make you a bad friend.
Or drown.
Or drown.
You know, whatever.
Better learn how to swim.
Exactly. But well, we're friends up in here, all right,
Yeah.
ladies?
Yes.
All right, cheers to y'all. Thank y'all for coming on and
Hey,
talking about
me,
this.
Carolina.
Yes.
you
did it.
I hope you enjoyed this conversation. Make sure you're genuine and you treat your friends correctly. Don't be coming around doing trifling things, okay? All right, we're here every weeknight, 11:30 p.m. on Fox 26 and, you know, on Fox Soul anytime. Cheers to you. Hey, Kevin. Cheers to you.
Missed out on the nightcap? Well, head on over to our YouTube page and catch up with Carolina.
You can watch full episodes anytime you want. And don't forget to share it with your friends, because we got to keep the conversation flowing.
If you're confident in yourself, who can stop you?
Ding dong, titties.
We're not looking to hurt the sisters,
Gotcha.
but you know, we can get men pretty big.
Why, do I look disgusting? No! Also, fellas, the toy is not your enemy, it's your teammate.
Tag it in. Join us weeknights on Fox 26 at 11:30 and anytime on Fox Soul.